Don't leave!
I'm in the middle of an order! I have food in my car! I have food in my car!
You need to calm down.
Food in my car!
Ma'am, you need to...
You know, whenever I see videos like this, I can't help but feel bad for the people involved, because it's not like they woke up that morning and thought to themselves, hey, this seems like a pretty good day to have a full-fledged mental breakdown out in public. I sure hope somebody records it and posts it on the internet. There's usually something else going on below the surface, and if you listen to what this woman is saying, it's pretty clear that she's dealing with some financial hardships, right? She's driving for DoorDash or Uber Eats or something like that, which is not a job that people take because they're passionate about food delivery. No, they take that job out of necessity, and all those hardships that she's going through just got exponentially worse because she's got to fix her car. Her insurance rates are likely to go up, and she's almost certainly going to be kicked off of this app and prevented from joining another. So the job that she was doing out of desperation is no longer even an option for her. Now you might be thinking that, like, yeah, but she's at fault for this accident, and yes, technically she is likely to be found liable in this situation, but it's not like she was drinking and driving or on drugs or taking medication that was supposed to prevent her from getting behind the wheel of a car. No, she made a simple mistake. She saw that the light was green, assumed everyone around her also saw that the light was green, and at the last second, she noticed that the brake lights in front of her were still lit up. Now that is something that if you've been driving long enough, you have done that yourself, okay? This woman was just unfortunate enough to not realize soon enough. So she's got all this adrenaline going through her, and she's got to burn it off. She gets on the phone with her boyfriend, her husband, her partner, whoever, and she's getting it off her chest while she's pacing back and forth, which is another thing that we have all done at some point in time, right? You get worked up over something good or bad, you call a friend, you pace back and forth in your apartment, but this cop is acting like she's trying to get away from the scene of a deadly crime or something, right? Telling her she needs to calm down. Now, I don't know about you, but that has never, not once, worked for me. No one has ever said, hey man, you gotta calm down, and I said to myself, you know what? You're right. I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't even considered that as a possibility. Never mind. The thing that I was worried about no longer exists, and the world is nothing but sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies. No, man, that's not how that works. Not how that works at all. That's why we need mental health professionals on the 911 roll. Right? Because this cop is looking at this very two-dimensionally. He's looking at it with the surface level perspective, when if you had a mental health professional there, they would be able to read into it and realize that these emotions have been inside for a very long time and they're just now boiling over. So, you know, try to have a little empathy, because we're all just one bad day away from being in this woman's shoes. Hell, they made a whole episode of Black Mirror about this.